Hi everybody! Today we're going to be reading a story, but before we get started, let's go over our book terms. So we have our front cover, back cover, spine, title page. The name of the story is the title. The person who writes the story is the author, and the person who draws the pictures is the illustrator. And usually on books, on the back cover, we have what is called a summary. The summary gives us clues or some hints as to what the story is going to be about. So I'm going to read the summary, and I want you to think about what the story is going to be about. What is the biggest animal in the world? The smallest? The strongest? You might be surprised at some of the answers. So take a few seconds to think about what the story might be about. So let's get started and see if you were right. Biggest, Strongest, Fastest by Steve Jenkins. Animals live all around us. They crawl, walk, run, hop, swim, and fly. Some animals are too small to see without a microscope. Others, like the blue whale, are bigger than a house. There are some animals that move as fast as a car, and animals that would need half an hour to cross a room. Here are some of the biggest and smallest, fastest and slowest, strongest and longest animals. They are the record holders of the animal world. So what do you think are going to be some of the animals we talk about today? Let's see. The African elephant is the biggest land animal. The largest elephant ever measured was more than 13 feet tall and weighed 22,000 pounds. An African elephant eats over 300 pounds of grass or leaves every day. So the African elephant is the biggest land animal. If you look at the little picture down here, we can see a human and an elephant, and the elephant is bigger than the human. The strongest animal for its size is the ant. An ant can carry 5 times its own weight. A strong man can carry something that weighs about as much as he does. The tallest animal is the giraffe. Male giraffes grow as tall as 19 feet. The females are a little shorter. With their great height and long flexible necks, giraffes can eat leaves that other grazing animals cannot reach. So what helps the giraffe reach up into the trees to get all those leaves that the other animals cannot reach? Their long necks. The blue whale is the biggest animal that has ever lived. A blue whale can grow to be 110 feet long and weigh over 168 tons, as much as 20 elephants. Even the biggest dinosaur was smaller than a blue whale. So we can see the whale next to the teeny tiny person. That's how much bigger the whale is than the person. The Etruscan shrew, the world's smallest mammal, could sleep in a teaspoon. From the tip of its nose to the end of its tail, the shrew is only 2.5 inches long. It weighs as much as a ping pong ball. So this is the shrew. And it's so tiny that it can fit inside a little spoon. The smallest bird is the bee hummingbird. The bee hummingbird is an acrobatic flyer that is only 3 inches long. It weighs 1/3 of an ounce, less than a dime. The sun jellyfish is the world's longest animal. Sun jellyfish have tentacles over 200 feet long. They drag these poisonous filaments through the water to stun fish, which they then catch and eat. So this is the world's longest animal, the sun jellyfish. See how long it is compared to the human, so tiny. The largest kind of spider is the bird spider. The bird spider measures almost a foot across and has a poisonous bite. It spins a very strong web to trap the birds and large insects it eats. So we had our bird spider. And what kind of things does it eat? Birds and large insects. The cheetah can run faster than any other animal. A cheetah can reach speeds of over 60 miles an hour, but only a few hundred feet. When it chases another fast animal, such as an antelope, the cheetah must catch it quickly. So the cheetah is the fastest land animal. It goes as fast as a car. The electric eel gives the strongest shock of any animal. An electric eel can give a shock of up to 650 volts, over 5 times the voltage needed to light a standard household light bulb. That is enough electricity to give a serious shock to a horse or other large animal. The land snail is one of the slowest animals. Some snails can move only 8 inches in a minute. At that speed, the snail would need 5.5 days to travel 1 mile. Fortunately, the snail, with its hard shell, does not need to run away from danger. So is the snail super fast? No, it's one of the slowest animals. But it's what? Its protective shell helps it keep it safe from predators. There are many kinds of large snakes, but the anaconda is the biggest. Anacondas can grow to be over 25 feet long and weigh 400 pounds. They wait in trees and drop onto their prey. A hungry anaconda can swallow a whole deer or goat. You can see the anaconda next to a human body. The flea is very small, but it is the world's best jumper. The flea is only 1/16 of an inch tall, but it can jump 8 inches into the air. That is about 130 times its own height. If a 5.5 foot tall woman could jump as well as a flea, she would leap to the top of a 65-story building. The Galapagos tortoise lives longer than any other animal. Galapagos tortoises can live to be over 150 years old, about twice as long as the average person is expected to live. The end. So an activity we can do relating to the book is think about your favorite animal you learned about. So we learned about the African elephant, the blue whale, the bird hummingbird, the bird spider, a jellyfish, a tortoise, the anaconda, giraffes, a cheetah. So think of all the animals we learned about today in the story, and then just choose your favorite one or the one you thought was the most interesting, and just draw a picture of the animal and where it lives. So Miss Michelle did an example. I chose the sun jellyfish, and it had the super long tentacles, and it was the world's longest animal. So just choose your favorite one and draw a picture. You can use your crayons, color pencils, markers, whatever you have to do it. So I hope you enjoyed the story today, and I hope you are staying safe, and we'll see each other next time, okay? Bye.